Let's go. Let's try that again. Let's go. What's up, everyone? It's another wonderful, thriving Thursday. Here on a Thursday evening. It's fall season. It's getting cooler outside, finally. For those of you that are new, might be new to the channel, you know that you might not know that I'm in the South and it gets hot. So you get a little break sometimes when it gets cool. So you're kind of happy to see it. But what's going on, everyone? This is Charles Austin, the cancer preventer. And I am here for another wonderful, thriving Thursday to give you the greatest health tips, strategies to help your health thrive. Here streaming live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Unless I'm not, but I am today. So as usual, please like and subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on once you subscribe so that you're always up to date with the latest and greatest content that we put here. I don't know why I say we, maybe there's two of me, that I put here on the channel. And also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter X, at Fitness Charles, which I'll be Fitness Charles for a little bit longer. Doing a little bit of rebranding. Anybody who's ever been in business knows that rebranding happens from time to time until you get it right. And I think we got a little bit of rebranding coming up. But we'll see how that goes. But without further ado, you know me. I don't like to waste too much time on intros. I will say this, as always. This channel here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I do not claim to be a medical doctor or of any sort, a physician, anything like that. That's not me. I am a preventer of bad things, not a treater. Okay, so the whole point here on this channel is to make sure that you get the latest and greatest and best and little known information and facts that are associated with preventing poor health and making sure that your health is thriving, not dying. And you don't want to die until it's your time. So today I wanted to do a little bit of talking about some stuff that you probably have in your kitchen. Yeah, it feels weird. I haven't streamed in a few weeks. Missed a couple of weeks. Got to get my bearings back again. All right. But I want to talk a little bit very briefly, and I'll be gone. This will probably take 15 minutes or so. Hopefully. I say that, and then I'll end up yapping too much. But some stuff that you have in your kitchen that you probably should get away. Well, not probably. 5 things that you have in your kitchen that you need to eliminate, throw away, trash, burn immediately. All right. 5 things that are common. Some of these things may surprise you. Some of these things you might say, you know what, I should have gotten rid of that a long time ago. So we'll see how that goes. It's up to you, as always, to make your own decisions. Again, I am not giving you any medical advice. I'm simply providing you with information and the facts that are associated with the topics that I discuss here on this channel. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start with item number 1. All right. And as soon as I click something, my entire computer freezes. You're back now? Hold on, folks. We're having technical difficulties. I click one button. Hopefully you can still see the stream. I had several windows ready to share with y'all, and they're all gone right now. So I'm hoping I'm going to share the screen so you can see it. This is the screen that, what do you know? We're back. We're back. All right, we're going to get rid of that thing. All right, so the first one that I want to share with you as something that you might want to get rid of, something that you definitely want to get rid of that might be in your kitchen or your pantry or cabinets is iodized salt, right? Most people have salt in their kitchen. Most of you use it obviously to season your food when cooking or adding a little bit when you are already eating to add a little bit of flavor and a little bit of seasoning. But if you see here on the ingredient list, not only does this uh, common ingredient contain salt, but it has other ingredients as well. So we have this first one where we see it's calcium silicate, and we have this other one that's dextrose, right? Now we see the one that we are aware of, potassium iodide. That's what gives you the iodized salt. But these other ingredients are extra, right? So dextrose, anytime you see the word dextrose, right? Or I'm sorry, anytime you see a word with the ending OSE, that's going to tell you that it's some type of sugar. So what we're looking at here is we have iodized salt, and we have another ingredient here, and we have sugar. Okay, so again, it's really close to glucose. We get it from corn, and there's not really much negative side effects or anything associated with dextrose. This is more of a situation where you're just saying, hey, why is this in my salt, right? Now, when you continue to read on, if you wanted to do your own research, you would find something along the lines of it helps maintain the iodine and things of that nature. But again, what this is telling you is that your salt is processed, okay? And what we always want to do is we want to eliminate as much processed food as possible, all right? So now we have salt and sugar that we're adding to our food, extra calories that you may not need, right? The other one that we saw there was calcium silicate, all right? And as it says here, anti-caking agent, which kind of helps the food stay in its, stay in a, what is the word here? You don't want it to bunch together. You want it to stay separated. Okay, so they'll put this stuff in different items, and as you can see, it is also in Morton salt, right? Or iodized salt. Even if it's not the brand Morton, it could be other brands that use iodized salt. So again, you just want to avoid adding extra ingredients, right? For me, I prefer to have the naturalist, closest thing to nature that I could possibly have. So some examples. One example could be using pink Himalayan salt as another alternative, right? And some of you might be freaking out and saying, well, wait a minute, iodine is important, right? Iodine is important. That is why we got to have iodized salt. We have to have this processed salt. We need to have it. We got to have it. Well, not necessarily. So the first thing here about the pink salt, right? There's some benefits of just having pink salt by itself, right? So again, yeah, it does have sodium chloride, right? But it also has higher levels of things like calcium. So you'll get a little calcium in your pink Himalayan salt. Some potassium, iron, magnesium, and manganese. Okay, so these are all extra ingredients that you'll get, and you're not going to get that with regular iodized salt. Okay, so these are extra healthy minerals that your body needs. These are considered micronutrients, meaning we use them and need them in small amounts, but they are vital to our health and overall function. Okay. Now, if you're worried about getting iodine, here's some of the natural ways that you can just get iodine. And one of the things I do is I eat a lot of seaweed. All right, my children eat seaweed. I regularly get the seaweed with a little, maybe it has a little sea salt on it or something. Sometimes you can have a little flavor added to it. But this is a good way to get your regular natural iodine. Right? Kelp, another one. And we're talking about these sea vegetables, right? Nori. And then this is a new one. I hadn't even heard of this one. So this one's new to me. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. So is it dulse or dulce? I'm not sure. But this is a red seaweed that has iodine as well. Now, other vegetables that we eat commonly, potatoes, okay? Cranberries, a fruit. And then also strawberries, Brazil nuts, etc. So there's other ways that you can get iodine without eating processed iodine salt. Okay, so that's item number one. Let's go to item number two. All right, item number two, B12 supplements. Okay, and I just literally typed in B12 in the image section just to kind of give you an idea. of, what you'll notice when you see, you got B12 gummies, B12 pills, they have B12 liquid, B12, the ones that dissolve under your tongue, so many different types, right? And the most common one that you're going to see, is this one here. All right, cyanocobalamin, right? That's the most common version of B12, right? This kind is cheap to produce, okay? So you're going to notice this in a lot of fortified foods, bread, cereals, things like that. But unfortunately, cyanide contains, this kind of B12 is actually synthetic. It's man-made. It's not naturally occurring, and it does have cyanide. Let me say that again. It does have cyanide in it. Okay. So as we know, cyanide is a toxic compound that can interfere with your cell functions. All right. So it can cause damage inside your body. You don't want that. Okay. So the best version, okay, is going to be this one that's called methylcobalamin, right? So when you go to get your B12 supplements, again, throw out the cyanocobalamin version. And I just call it cyano, so I don't have to say all of it. And I call the other one methyl. So get rid of the cyano version and get the methyl version. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's better for your body. Okay. Pretty much anybody you ask, anywhere you go, they're going to generally call it, or describe it as something that's a better, superior, the healthier version of B12. So definitely get more methyl B12, get rid of the cyano B12. The cyano B12 is not natural, and it poses health risks that you don't need. Okay, so let's go to number three. Number three, bottled water. Okay, bottled water is number three. And you've probably heard many of these things that I'm going to tell you about, but I know most people have plenty of bottled water inside of their house, whether it's the big jugs you buy at like Costco or something like that, or if it's the big, the packs of a bunch of the little mini bottled water. It really doesn't make any sense to buy water. It's weird to buy water when, number one, you have water that comes out of your faucets at home. And you have water that comes out of the clouds. And depending on where you live, you may live near rivers and lakes and things like that. So there's literally water in all ways that you can get it. Why buy it? So you probably know about microplastics, which is all the little traces of the plastics that come from the bottled water that gets inside your water. And, we're talking about things like chronic inflammation, disrupting hormones and things like that, and even cancer. So you want to avoid that. Chemical contaminants, things like BPA, this word that I can't really say, all right, linking you to things like high blood pressure and other chronic diseases. And then, of course, it's bad for the environment because most people don't recycle. So again, get rid of the bottled water. There's no reason to have it in your pantry, your kitchen, your refrigerator. But if you do absolutely want to have some type of water that you get, because I actually buy carbonated water from time to time, make sure it's in a glass bottle, okay? And make sure it's the correct, the right brand, because some of those, even the glass bottle brands, some of them have contaminants in it as well. But the best thing to do is, number one, filter your water, right? You can use reverse osmosis. You can use 5-stage filters and things of that nature to remove contaminants to give you clean water. You can boil your water. You can filter it and boil. There's many ways that you can clean your water, right? But if you're so worried about hydration, one of the best things you can do is eat fruit, all right? So 10 fruits that are more hydrating than water, as you can see, cucumbers, right? If you like those, cucumbers, tomatoes, high in lots of water, watermelon, okay? Strawberries, I eat these all the time, right? Grapefruit, one of my favorite citrus vegetables, right? Grapefruit is about 90% water, okay? And what are strawberries, by the way? 92% water, strawberries, right? What else we got? Cantaloupe. I'm not really a melon person myself, but some people love it. 90% water. Peaches, I love peaches. Another good one. What are we? 88% water. Cranberries, I like them dried, but hey, if you like those tart berries, Here we go, 87% water. Pineapple, ooh, if you don't like pineapple, I don't know what's wrong with you. 87% water. And then raspberries, another good one as well. So these are all going to do better at hydrating you than just drinking water. You don't really have to drink a lot of water. I personally don't drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of fruit, smoothies, and things like that, shakes for my water, and fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. And you're going to get hydration in addition to all of the extra nutrients that are involved as well. All right. So that's number 3. Let's go to number 4. We got 2 more to go and we are out of here. All right. So let's go to number 4. Oh my gosh. Do your kids drink this? Your kids drink this stuff? Right? Now, I picked this one because I kind of wanted to treat this as like the gold standard for like sugary drinks and things that are kind of promoted as good for the children, good for the health, health and all that stuff, but no good at all. No good at all, right? So let's look at the ingredient list, right? And look, this is directly from, you can see it up here. This is directly from sunnyd.com. So this is their site. This is their stuff. So as you can see on the nutrition label right here, the second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. Okay. So anytime you see high fructose corn syrup, you want to run. Okay. You want to leave that alone immediately. All right. High fructose corn syrup, of course, has shown to increase your risk for diabetes, pancreatitis. It's actually shown to reduce testosterone in men. So it's unnatural. So when your body sees it, it causes more inflammation inside your body because your body doesn't know what to do with it. It's kind of like a foreign toxin almost, right? But as you can also see, it has artificial colors: yellow number 5, yellow number 6, canola oil, all kind of processed ingredients that you don't want. You don't want to drink it, and definitely don't give it to your children, right? So what is something that's an alternative? Number 1, eat fruit. If you want the orange flavor, right? They put an orange on here to trick you into buying it, right? Oh, look at the orange. It's so beautiful, but they barely use any, right? They say stuff like 100% vitamin C, but so what? So is an orange. All right. So number 1, eat an orange. But if you absolutely need something orange in your drink, drink something like orange juice, right? Now, I'm not a big proponent of drinking a lot of juice. I tend to, if I drink juice, I tend to put ice in it or water it down a little bit, maybe go half and half, just to kind of reduce some of that sugar content, but getting a little bit of the flavor. But if you absolutely need some juice, this is going to be better than drinking something like some kind of juice drink or something like that, like I just showed you. And what you'll notice is interesting here on the ingredient list, it's not even required because there's only one ingredient, and the ingredient is juice. Now, here's another problem. Again, I don't particularly drink a lot of orange juice, occasionally here and there. Pasteurized, I don't really like pasteurized products too much, but again, the point is, because pasteurization, they boil and they heat up stuff to kind of try to kill germs and things like that. But again, the point is, this is a better alternative than drinking something like Sunny D or something like that. All right, so that was number 4. Let's go to the last one. Number 5. Oh my gosh. Right now, I picked this one. Just to kind of show, because this is a very common one, but this is basically representing all of these cartoon character cereals that are promoted to children, right? So I use this one because this one to me is kind of like the poster child. It's been around since I was a kid, and I've had it before. And I think most people recognize this one as like, oh my gosh, if you don't know Fruit Loops, what do you know? But unfortunately, again, we're on Kellogg's. This is the website that we're on. Where did it go? I just had it a second ago. Oh, the label. Yeah, there we go. Here's the label. So you see maltodextrin. That's one of the first things. It's already highlighted as one of the things that you're going to want to avoid. Okay? Maltodextrin. Let's see. Let's go ahead and push this a little bit forward. Why? Right? Well, maltodextrin, plenty of health risks, blood sugar spikes, gut health problems, gastrointestinal. And anytime you hear gastrointestinal issues, you're talking about your stomach all the way through your intestine. So we're talking about stomach pain, intestinal pain, things of that nature. And You do not want to mess with your gut health. That's one of the worst things you can do is mess with your gut health. This is why anytime, and I teach my children all the time, if you see maltodextrin on the list, avoid it at all costs. Avoid it at all costs. Avoid it at all costs. You don't want to mess up your gut health because it can mess up your beneficial bacteria, which is important for your immunity and your nervous system function. Okay. So what's another ingredient in there? Oh my gosh, red 40, yellow 5, blue 1, yellow 6. Okay. So not only do we have this food additive to make you crave the food, but then we also have these artificial colors also, which of course artificial colors have been more and more into the news. So food dyes, right? We don't want food dyes. So as you can see, lots of different examples. You got all these blue number 1 and red 3. Red 3, I think they recently banned that one. But for some reason, red 40 is still allowed. All that kind of stuff is still allowed. So health risks. We know about hyperactivity and neurobehavioral issues in children. So, ADHD and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. ADHD and I can't remember the other one that's very common. But anyway, whenever you see something talking about neurological issues, you want to avoid it. Because if you see the word neurological issues, like you see here, it says neurobehavioral, but same thing. Anytime you see anything associated with neurological, we're talking about your brain, your central nervous system. You never want to mess with that. Okay. So eating Fruit Loops is not really important enough to mess with your central nervous system. And then also cancer risk. These are two words you don't want to associate with things you eat: cancer and neurological issues. It doesn't make any sense to associate yourself with cancer and neurological issues just because something may taste good or you may enjoy something. So again, you want to avoid this stuff as well. Okay, now what's a good alternative? How about granola, right? Granola is awesome, okay? And granola is basically just oats, sometimes nuts, maybe some dried fruit and things like that. It's not all created equal. Some of the other brands, some brands may put a lot of extra sugar and honey. I don't really like those. I like things that just use either fruit syrup or maybe some type of date sugar or just plain organic cane sugar, just a little bit of that sprinkled in. But many of them use fruit to sweeten their things, which is the way I like it the best. To sweeten their granola, that's the way I like it the best. So that's a good alternative. Give your kids some granola and put some milk on it. Okay, my son loves it all the time. Granola, granola, granola. He just calls it cereal, right? I used to buy cereal. I used to buy, simple cereals, maybe like some corn flakes or some bran flakes, some Cheerios, maybe with a little bit of cinnamon on it or something like that. But I really tried to get out of the processed stuff even more. So now we're kind of more dealing with the granola. So granola is a good option, maybe some oatmeal or some better options if you want to eat something in a bowl in the morning, right? All right. So those are, again, 5 things that you want to throw out of your kitchen immediately. All right. One more time so we can review them. And then we're going to get out of here. Number 1, get rid of your iodized salt. Number 2, get rid of your cyano B12. Number 3, get rid of this stuff. Anything that's similar to this kind of stuff, get rid of this. All right. And then last but not least, make sure you're staying away from all this sugary cereal with all these cartoon characters and things like that. Throw that stuff out. Get you some other stuff instead, okay? All right, y'all. So that was another wonderful, hopefully quick, thriving Thursday. As always, if you watch this video and you like it, which if you do watch it, you will like it, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I need to get my subscriptions up. It's like slow building. So share the video out. Tell your friends. Share. Like. Subscribe. All right. Follow me Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Fitness Charles. But again, new handle is on the way. So we're going to change. Where is it at? There it is. We're going to change that link tree here as well. Pretty soon we're going to have a different handle. I'm working on it. But until then, till next Thursday, until the next stream, until the next video, Be happy, be healthy, be fit forever.